Hey, welcome back to the Sawmill, guys. I'm Jerry from Bigelow Woodcraft, and I have a white oak on here today. It's 10 foot long, 10 inches, and 10 inches, but I have a big crack out of it right here. I'm gonna make 1/2-inch boards for a woodshed. I have like a 4 foot by 8 foot woodshed with a little peaked roof on it. And I'm just gonna lay these boards up there like siding, lap them over. I'm not gonna use shingles or anything. It's white oak. When they're done, I'll just hit them with some oil and call it a day and put them up there. It'll probably outlast me. I don't care if a few drips get in here and there. That's not a big deal. It's a woodshed. That being said, I'm gonna do something before we get started here that I don't recommend. In fact, if you're into the safety business or the business of safety or a safety Nazi, don't beat me up on this. I'm gonna do it as safe as I can. I have the cabinet open right now, and I wanna see what's happening. Now, I'm gonna throttle this thing up. I'm gonna not come out and take a look at it. I'm going to do it on the camera. I'm gonna put the camera there. I wanna see if any of my wheels are doing anything funny. I've broken one blade since I've adjusted that mill for levelness. And it's cutting well, but I just want to make sure nothing funky happening in there, like wobbling or anything like that. I don't want to stand in front of it while it's running, that's for sure. So let's see what happens. I'm going to get you a close look, and that's when I look at the video, that's what I'm going to see it. I think what I'll do is I'll get my other camera, my phone going here, and that way I don't have to shut that off to look at it. I can just pull it up real quick on this phone. So I'll just put this on the other side. Okay, I'm gonna stay behind this. Put my hearing protection on here. I'm not going out there to take a look. One thing I've noticed, this walked out a little bit. I'm gonna move that back. Let's take a look at this footage here. It looks like everything's running well. I'll put this in the footage. If you guys see anything, let me know. I'm just trying to cover all my bases about these broken blades. You know, it's been frustrating. Let's close this up, get this cut. I'm gonna get my limit switch here set up. Took a pretty small cut. All right, water, way too much water. just want a couple of drips. I've mentioned it before, I like to work down the mill instead of way back in the shed. It gives me more room in there, and it keeps the dust from blowing around on me. Yeah. I'll give you a view of these boards at the end here. Let's turn this. As you know, I use the square method. I always square it up. Cut it, flip it 180 degrees, then I use the square. I know a lot of you don't, and that's fine. It's what works for me. You'll find you get a sawmill, you get your own groove. Where are my backstops? We're at 6. All right, so now I have that on there. I'm just gonna check the square. I don't rely on these. They seem to move log stops. Now I'm off a little. So now that I got it clamped down, I'll just give it a little twist. And right there, perfectly square. This doesn't have a 2/4 or a half scale. So I'll go every 5/8. I'll do the math in my head. I do move that blue line around, and that makes it easier sometimes. I'll put it on an even number, so it makes it easier to go to 5/8. I'm gonna run all these boards before I pull them off. I can probably get 4 more 1/2-inch boards before I get to the 6-inch long stocks. Cutting well. The blade's not in the best shape, but it's not bad. It's pretty sharp. I think that blade only had a log or so on it. Several things here. I've got my blade guides adjusted very well. I also have new bearings in the back of the blade guide. I have the head level. I've got my tracking spot on. We took a look in the cabinet, so nothing looked like it was out of the ordinary. All the wheels are running straight. I'm gonna flip this back over again because I got a lot of weighting on this, and that will leave my last board a little thick because you can't go to 1/2 inch anyhow, so that board I couldn't use. So I'm gonna do that and give me a better yield. These turned out pretty good. Let's take a look at them. And one more. That black in this case isn't iron. This is belt slippage, probably a little too much water. So we ended up with 11 of these. And believe it or not, I got to cover 84 inches. So 6, we're only going to cover 6 with a 1 inch over lap. We're going to have 66 inches. So I need a couple more boards. So I'm going to have to do that other log that's on the log deck. But I'm not going to do that today. I'll probably come out and do it tomorrow. Why, you ask? Detroit Tigers are on today. Boy, did they make the playoffs. Made it exciting. I got some waves in these boards. If this was for a customer, I would have definitely pulled the blade. All right, guys, that'll do it. We have 11 of them. I need 2 or 3 more, so I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to go watch the Tigers on at 2:30 today. They made the playoffs. They started the season off horribly, and we haven't watched much of them till lately, and then they started winning, so let's go watch them. Go Tigers. Hey, Lions are doing pretty good, too. White oak roof boards. Take care. We'll see you at the mill next time. Hey, one last thing. If you like this video, hey, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I'd like to talk to you guys. And don't forget to subscribe. Share it with your friends if you really enjoyed it.